who thought that? Tottenham Hotspur 2, Manchester City 2. Crazy. Absolutely crazy, guys. Honestly. Absolutely mental. First half was trash. Booze left, front and centre. Fans walking out half time thinking, oh, okay, same old shit. Same old. Second half was just, wow. Absolutely bonkers, in it, being a Spurs fan. It really is. It really is, guys. It really is. It really is. But come on, as you all know with my streams, smash the likes, have your say in the comments section. What were your thoughts on Tottenham's comeback? Just the game in general. What were your thoughts? What were your thoughts on? Obviously, there was a planned protest before kickoff outside the lane. If any of you watching this could let me know how that went, because I'm still trying to find out. Also, there was a planned 75th minute walkout, and from what I was seeing, no one actually left. As soon as we equalised, I said straight away, wow, 75th minute is only around the corner now. It's going to make things very, very interesting. Obviously, if we were still 2 goals down, then definitely you would have seen more people walking out. But yeah, that did surprise me. From, like I said, from what I could see, not many people were walking out. So if any of you could let me know if you knew anyone that went to the game actually did walk out in the 75th minute, even though we were two up by them, and pretty much on the verge of clinching all 3 points, because we absolutely dominated it once it got to 2-2. But yes, guys, if you've just joined, smash the likes, subscribing if you're new to the channel as well. You know, the majority of you are watching and not subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me. So yeah, game week 24, Tottenham 2, Man City 2. You know, I only said a few days ago it'd be the most Spursiest thing to obviously drop points against Frankfurt, even though we did win that and we qualified for the Champions League. But to go and beat Man City, who we just, for some reason, City, every time they come up against Tottenham, they just don't win. They just don't win. But for Man City to be 2 goals up, and come on, they had a full strength squad compared to what we had. We had we were down to the bare bones. We had nothing compared to what they had. But they were cruising, 2-0 up and cruising. And I couldn't be the only one saying it, but half time, I couldn't wait for the half time whistle. But I'm saying to myself, like, we've got another 45 minutes yet. This could be an absolute demolition. This could be an absolute demolition. But big up Thomas Frank. Big up Frank with the subs. But before I go on with that, I just want to have I'm just going to go over the lineups. So obviously, the lineup starting 11 was obviously Vakari in goal. Now, he went with a back three. Frank went with a back three. He went with João Palhinha at the back alongside Christian Romero and Draguzin. Now, when was the last time Radu Draguzin played? Honestly, can't remember. I honestly can't remember the last time he actually played. But yeah, he stepped in alongside João Palhinha and Christian Romero. Then in front of them, we had Archie Gray and Destiny Adugi as your wing backs. In the middle, we had Basuma and Conor Gallagher. Then in front of them, Colin Mawani, Xavi Simons, and up top was the big man Dominic Solanke. On the bench, that's where it got very interesting. Very, very interesting. Mathis Tell, Sarr, Odibert, Kinksky. Now the rest are all kids. Byfield, Rosewell. You know, Souza. Didn't get to see a glimpse of Souza today. But yeah, it's just, you've only got to look at the bench and go, wow, you know, like I said, second half, I'm thinking, this is going to be an absolute tragic of a second half. But yeah, now this is, like I said, this is where it got interesting, because Christian Romero went off injured. we don't know how serious that is, and you know that's it just gets worse, doesn't it? With the injury crisis we are currently in right now. But yeah, Christian Romero went off at half time, and Pep Sarr come on to replace him. And from what I remember, um, they kept hold of that back three, so it was Jacuzin, Shalplenia, and Archie Gray in that mid in that defence. That's what I could see anyway. Even though Archie Gray was out on the wing quite a bit, so yeah, I'm still trying to work that out. How he actually formed that formation once Christian Romero did go off for Papsar. But obviously, yeah, Odibert and Tell come on a little bit later on in the 68th minute, and Byfield in the 90 plus minutes. But yeah, with the goals, where do I start? Obviously, 53rd minute, assisted by Xavi Simons. You know, we're thinking, okay, 2-1, 2-1, game on, game on, game on. But then a part of me up is thinking, possibly just a consolation goal. The City bag another one, and they kick on from that. You know, you've only got to look at our defence. It's just stripped right down to the bare bones in it. But somehow, by some miracle, Conor Gallagher, a lovely little cross in the 70th minute, finding Solanke and doing the old doing a scorpion move, and what a goal it was. That's got to be up there with one of the best goals he scored in a Spurs shirt, and probably will, actually saying that, probably will be one of the best goals he will score in a Spurs shirt, to clinch a point against a very, very good Man City side. Like I said, compare them to us. You know, we were thin as shit when it come to the squad. They were strong. They were strong to literally brush us aside and bag all 3 points easy. But we somehow managed to come out on top and bag the point, a very, very precious point. But yeah, obviously there's going to be disappointed Spurs fans out there. You know, come on, they're going to be out there somewhere, you know, saying, "Ah, oh, come on, we made Man City drop 2 points. You know, we were supposed to lose this game." No, I know it's a bit of a tough one. I know, because obviously the Woolwich boys are sitting top, but they're only 6 points clear. There's a long way to go. There is a long, long way to go in this Premier League. You know, there's still twists and turns. Injuries are still going to come, you know. But saying that, even though Man City dropped points against Spurs today, that's a precious point for us. But we have to still do the job when we come and play Arsenal at the Lane, if I remember rightly, towards the end of February. We have to, what we've done today in that second half, we have to do that against the Gunners. Then it will be game on in that title race. If they drop points against us, you know, fingers crossed they drop points before they play us, you know, to make it very, very interesting, and hope Man City do creep up on the Gunners. But it will be interesting. It will be interesting. Like I said, there will be twists and turns. I am sure of it. I am sure of it. Guys, if you've just joined, get smashed the likes, get subscribing if you are new. Let's hear your thoughts, guys. What were your thoughts on that dramatic comeback in the second half? What were your thoughts, guys? Solanke, he went off injured, maybe. Hopefully it's not too serious. You know. Just a quick butchers at the stats, guys, and I will get into the comments in a minute. Stat wise. Now look, come on. We had 6 on target. Man City only had 3 shots on target. We had 6. They had 3 shots all round. They had 15. We had 12, but 6 on target in the end. Come on, 6 shots on target against their 3. You know, when you look at their starting 11, you're thinking, fuck, man. Like I said, this could have been a demolition, an absolute demolition, an absolute riot. But yeah, you know, in the end, the boys done well. Poor first half, very, very poor, absolutely shocking. Second half, complete game changer, and yeah, a precious point we managed to clinch in the end. In my opinion, obviously Basuma let us down, leading to Man City's first goal, losing the ball. The way he lost that ball was, yeah, totally unacceptable. Totally unacceptable the way he lost that ball. And obviously the second goal as well. From what I do remember by the second goal was Vicario could have done a lot better. Vicario could have done a lot better in trying to save that shot. But, it is what it is. And at the end of the day, look, we didn't lose. We got a very, very precious point. And we are now, bear with me, guys. I'm just getting the table up in front of me. We are now, where are we? We are about 8 points clear. No, 9 points clear. We are 9 points clear of West Ham. Obviously, West Ham is sitting third from bottom, so we're 9 points clear now. So yeah, obviously, as we all know, we've got a very, very tight schedule. A very, very tight schedule. February. Got Man United next. That's going to be an interesting one as well. Obviously, United are making back-to-back wins all of a sudden under Michael Carrick. They've somehow turned a corner. So if we can get anything from that game as well, leading to Newcastle and then the big one, the North London derby, then okay, yeah, we can then we can maybe relax a little bit, but we can't afford to drop points. But like I said, to get a precious point tonight is a good one, because I really wasn't expecting anything tonight. I really wasn't. Just little bushes in the comments. Henry, big up yourself, Henry. The second half was outstanding. Also, Simmons is coming into life in the Premier League. Yeah, Xavi Simmons. I said it. Give the kid time. Give him time. At the same time, he needs quality around him. You can't always do it yourself. But he played his heart out today. Absolutely outstanding. I know there's a lot of times when Xavi Simmons does get the ball, and I feel there's a lot of time where he does that little bit too much, when he can make that early pass, early cross, whatever. So I do feel he does a little bit too much. But yeah, man, at the end of the day, he plays his heart out, and I thought he'd done a superb job today. I really did. Another comment here from Henry. Yeah, F Arsenal, by the way. We are Tottenham fans. We are here to focus on ourselves. Coys. Yeah, exactly. Another comment here from Henry. Vicario has to also go at the end of the season. Yeah, I don't really know a lot about that keeper from Roma. But if anything, why not give Kinksky a shout? Why not? Obviously, there was links with Kinksky moving to West Ham on loan until the end of the season, with an option to buy, I believe. And then in return, we get West Ham's second/third choice keeper, which, in my opinion, is a bit of a slap in the face. Like, why would you want to get him in when you've got Kinksky, a decent enough keeper? Yeah, you're getting it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So that's going to be an interesting one tomorrow, being deadline day. Deadline day is where 9 times out of 10 you get a lot of moves, a lot of movement on deadline day. But like I said earlier this morning in my stream, check it out if you've not seen it, where I was talking about deadline day. The clock's ticking, Enic. We need signings, and when I say we need signings, we need quality signings. Not just your average Tom, Dick and Harry, you know what I mean? We need to seriously kick on. Seriously show ambition. The board, the ownership, you name it, they need to start showing ambition, because we've gone so far back now, and this can't keep continuing. We need to push forward. You know what I mean? So yeah, transfer deadline day will be very, very interesting. A part of me's trying to tell myself transfers are done for Tottenham. I can't really see any more signings, but hey, you never know. We could be absolutely shocked, and go, wow, did Enic just actually make that move? Did Van Lang just actually go and get that player? That's what I want. But I'm not keeping my hopes up. I'm not keeping my hopes up. We've been here far too many times. I've certainly been here far too many times, and certainly been let down by the ownership, by the board. You know, it's that saying, isn't it? We should be used to it by now. We should be used to it. But yeah, here we are, guys. Here we are. So yeah, what were your thoughts on the game against Man City? Compare the first half to the second half. You couldn't write it. You couldn't write it. Could not write it, guys. Yeah, from my understanding, there was a lot of fans walking out well into the first half. They've had enough, you know, and it's not a good look when obviously the camera's panned onto the higher end of the stands. So many empty seats, and you're thinking, wow, this is not a good look. This is not a good look. But second half, you know, I'd love to know what Thomas Frank said to the boys at half time, because yeah, it was a totally different performance. First half was shit, second half outstanding. But for some reason, you know, it's happened before, isn't it? It's happened before, many times actually, many times. Tottenham they either have a good first half, or they have a good second half. It's never bang all the way through. It's never consistent all the way through. That's what I should have said. But hey, here we are, guys. So yes, let's hear your thoughts. Let's hear your thoughts on the Man City game. What were your thoughts on that? Who was your man of the match? Obviously, Solanke got man of the match, I believe, with his 2 goals, and very good 2 good goals to clinch that precious point. So yeah, man, hopefully Solanke's going to be all right, because obviously he did get a slight knock, I believe. So hopefully that's not going to be too serious. And yeah, man, we somehow by some miracle we all get shocked tomorrow on deadline day with maybe one. I'm getting desperate now. 2 signings, because we need it. We are so desperate, guys. We are so desperate. So desperate for quality signings. Quality signings. We have got so many players out injured. So many players out injured. You couldn't write it. You could not write it. Could not write it, guys. But yes, guys. Yes, guys. Before I do shoot, what were your thoughts on the game against Man City? Who was your man in the match? Thoughts on Frank? Do you reckon Frank will stay till the end of the season? I know I said in my last live, check it out if you've not seen it from this morning. But you know, if Frank was to go before the season finishes, who's actually going to come in and be interim manager till the end of the season? Who actually wants that job until the end of the season? You know what I mean? It's a funny one, because you got to laugh. If you don't laugh, you cry. You know what I mean? It's that saying, isn't it? It's that saying. But yeah, yeah, yeah. We all know, like I said, going on to obviously the up and coming fixtures. We've got United Saturday, Man United, and yeah, for some by some miracle for United fans, they've managed to turn a corner. Michael Carrick's turned a corner with United, and playing United right now is not a good time. It is not a good time, but yeah, if by some miracle we get something against United, even if it's a point, I'll take it. I really will take it, because then obviously going forward, we have bear with me, guys. Newcastle at the Lane. That's on Tuesday the 10th. Going forward after that is obviously the North London derby. So yes, guys. I'm going to leave it there. Guys. So yes, you know, I'm just thankful Solanke managed to back us a precious point. You know, we are 9 points clear of West Ham now. Got a kick on now on Saturday. Can we get a point from that game? You know, let's just kick on now and hope we bag ourselves a another signing on transfer deadline day. You never know. You never know what's around the corner. But yes, guys, thanks for watching. Please get smash the likes, get subscribing. Yeah, man. And as always, up the Spurs. Come on, let's go. Take it easy, guys.